So you want to use the emulator for the Sega CD on RecalBox 10.0.8, but no matter which one you use, the MD5 doesn't seem to be working because there are many files to choose from. And yes, they will work. But first, you want to make sure that the BIOS CD U is how it's written. So as you can see here, the name, it says Sega CD / BIOS. You want to write the BIOS as lowercase BIOS, then the underscore, then uppercase CD, then underscore, uppercase U. And that's usually the default of how it's written, even though it's uppercase here. I guess just so that it can be read easier. But out of the many to choose from, which one do you choose? Well, it depends, because they can be written many different ways. One of the ways it could be written is you're looking for the Sega CD U Model 1 version 1.10, 1992. Again, that is Model 1 version 1.10, 1992. But it could also be written as 1.10 B. And then again, it can also be written as US SCD 1 9210. Now they're all kind of saying the same thing. You're kind of saying that either the version number 1.10 or you're seeing 1992. The number, you may notice, if you're seeing a 9 and a 2 in the front, that is the year. That means 1992. And then the 10 you're saying is the month. So those kind of the three ways you are saying it written out. And there might be other ways it's written out, but those are the three common ones that are out there. And again, you can always check if the MD5 is QEFD. It starts off that way. Now for the other ones, they might be written as okay, there's the Europe one. I had it written down here. The Europe one will be usually labeled as Mega CD, and you're gonna look for the very first model, the very first one, and that one's going to be Model 1, Version 1, 1992, and then you rename it. You're gonna rename it as the BIOS CD at E for the Europe. But also it may be written as EU MCD1 9210. Again, that also means 1992, 10th month. And the Mega CD1 is the very first model. Same for Japan, which might be written as Japan JP MCD1, Mega CD1, short for Mega CD1. Then it's going to be written as 9112. So 1991, month 12, which is December. But it also might be written as, let me see here, as the very first model of Mega CD Japan Model 1, Version 1, 1991. So if you see anything similar to those, let me give you the MD that you might be looking for. Look for the one that says E66F as starting off the string number. So if you need confirmation, if you can read it as E66F, that's one. For the Japan version, it's going to be 278A, and that's how it's going to be written. So those are some helpful hints of what to look for when you're putting in the BIOS, but usually you may only be playing United States, so we're going to put in the U version of the BIOS into the game. So make sure you have those in, but any BIOS for the region will work. You just won't get the MD5 check. You won't get the thumbs up unless you put a really specific one into the folder. So this has been Father with Crossfiles. I hope any of this has been helpful. Be sure to like and subscribe.